So post installation, let's check the server status. For that, just type service Jenkins status. Well, it shows active running and it shows successful so for Jenkins by root. So you're using by root user. If you are a Ubuntu user, then you have to put sudo for this. The another way to find the status is like you can just do systemctl and then you put status, then you put Jenkins. You'll get to know all those things. All right. Now it's time for us to check the installation what we have done on the browser. So what you have to do, you have to just go to the browser. Before that, you have to open your port 8080 because Jenkins run on same content like Apache Tomcat and it requires port 8080. But you should remember, like when creating our virtual machine, I enable all traffic, which includes port 8080. So we don't need to explicitly mention port 8080 to be unblocked from your firewall. Now I'm going to browser, and first for that I need the IP address. So our IP address of Jenkins is here. Just grab this. I don't need this now. Close this tab. Paste this. And you have to put 8080. So this should open your Jenkins. Yes, you can see this. Your Jenkins has been successfully installed and it is running well on your port 8080. Now it is getting started. You have to unlock your Jenkins. So to ensure Jenkins is securely set up by admin, a password has been written to this file. So we have to go to this location in our Jenkins and fetch the password. So for that you just need to do cat and you will be able to see the location of your password and what is your password you can also see, and then you can actually log into your Jenkins console. So just do cat and this is your password, your admin password. Copy this, paste it there. Cool. Now you can save this file if you want. I will save it. Now your Jenkins is getting set up. It is asking me to install suggested plugins. It depends on you. You want to ignore it or you can actually use the suggested plugins what Jenkins is telling. I have to use some plugins, so I will go with this. And this time your plugins will be actually getting installed. So in the plugins you can see all those things, like Git will be already installed in your plugins, so no need to go and install the plugins for Git. It will be already there. Apart from this thing, these all tools will be there. GitHub branch, so SSH build agents, email extension, build timeout, credentials building. Gradle is like build tool like Ant is also here, but Maven is not there, so we have to install Maven. Then mailer is there, authentication is there, and this is the log what is happening. So once this is done, we have to log in and see what your UI looks like for Jenkins, and then we have to change the admin password for Jenkins, because this is the common location which anyone who is having access to this port or to this server, they will simply go and they can just log into your UI and they can do all sort of things, all sort of builds which is required, and they can have all the accesses, which is not correct in the current scenario. So your plugins has been installed. Now you have to write the username for your admin user and all. I will skip this and I will continue as admin. That's okay. Start using Jenkins and you'll see the Jenkins homepage. This is how your Jenkins UI will look like. We have to change the admin password now. So instead of admin password, I will be using a custom password. For that, you need to log in. Click on this admin. Then you have this option configure. In configure, you should be having a column for password. Go down. Yeah, password is here. So write your own password for your admin. So let me delete all those things from here and let me write a custom password for this. I have to repeat the password here. Save first, apply, and you can put save. That's okay. So once you put admin here, it should actually, and if you put this password, it should actually navigate you to the Jenkins. This is it. You have successfully configured your Jenkins and you have changed the password. The next thing is to set up Java path, and we can create jobs here. If you want to create jobs, you have to click on new job, and since we don't have Maven, so what you can do, just you can use any freestyle job and other things. So now installation of Maven is there, which has to be done on your Jenkins box. Apart from Maven, you have to set up Java path. I am thinking to set up Java path after Maven installation also. So just remember guys, Maven is a build tool and it also need a Java. So if you are installing Maven on a different virtual machine, so make sure that that virtual machine has Java JDK install in it, so that it will be good for your Maven, so that you don't need anything, and that is a prerequisite for installing Maven. So we have these pending things, we'll be doing it shortly. So to set up your JDK home, fixing your system variable and all those things we have to do in virtual machine. Right now we have to give your Jenkins a Java path, because Jenkins run on your JDK only. So let's go to Jenkins, and then you have to go to manage Jenkins. In manage Jenkins, we are going to do all sort of changing and configurations. If you use phone, if you are having phone, then the same way your settings is working. In similar way, in Jenkins you have manage Jenkins. Then you have to go to your global tool configuration, select this guy, and under configuration you can see this thing, right? JDK installation. So add JDK, and then the name you can just put Java. All right, if it is there, you can just have install, you can just put install automatically. I don't want to do an installation automatically. Give a path, Java home path, which we will be setting in our infrastructure, that is on our VM. Now to give our JDK path, you can come here and run this command to check the JDK path. Alright, so you can just do find command, find slash then hyphen name and Java. If you put Java C, you will be able to see. So Java, so these are the Java locations which is already there in your system. So what you have to do, you have to choose a file where you find a bin location. So this file has bin location. If you give with Java, let's see if it gets any output. Yeah, that is user bin Java. So you have to set JDK path like this. You have to go here, because this is what our JDK looks like. We have installed, remember, we have installed Java 8 OpenJDK for 64-bit machine. So you have to give your bin location. So just copy all those stuff from here. Control C is already done. Okay, that's already selected. Now go here and paste it. If you put any wrong thing, you don't need to put bin location. If you put bin, it will show error. See? So you have to give location of your bin directory. So just remove bin, and I think it should access. Yeah, it accessed your location. So this is how you are adding your JDK in your UI. This is what Jenkins UI, and this is your virtual machine for Jenkins. Here also we have to do the same thing, bash file. So you are here, let's save this file. So let's apply and save. So this way you have successfully saved your JDK location. Now let's create a sample file, like sample job, which we will test, like, because this Jenkins is used to build jobs. So now let's go and create a job. Click here, new item, and in new item you can just put anything, like this is my first project, you can put first project. All right, you can choose freestyle project. So inside freestyle you can mention all whatever type of build engines you can use, you can mention. If you install your Maven plugins, then under your freestyle you can see Maven. So okay, freestyle, then click OK. Then you have to give the description, building sample code. Okay, and here it's your source code management. I'm selecting none. You can select Git, but we have not installed Maven yet, so this won't be working. I'm just choosing a shell command to work here. In build triggers you have to leave it like this. In build you just add build steps, and here you can put execute shell. So execute shell, and you can mention any command like echo, this is my first project. And then what you have to do, you have to save your apply and save. Now your job has been created. If you go to your dashboard, you will see the job here. Yeah, so do you see this job has been created. If you want to configure again, you can just click here and you can build it, delete it, configure it, do it, anything. So right now I have to build this, so click on this green button. It will schedule a build. And if you want to see the status here, you have to go here and builds will be showing right here. So this has been done and it shows success. If it shows blue dot, then it is success. If it shows red, then it is failure. So let's check the console output. So your console output looks like this. It started with your user admin running as system, and this is building your workspace. What is there? This is the workspace of first project, and it has added one line, whatever I mentioned, echo, this is my first project, and it has given result, this is my first project in shell, and it shows finished. So congratulations guys, you have created one sample test job on Jenkins, and you're all good to install Maven and run Java projects and Java projects there. You can just compile it